What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am live once again for this live stream on a special edition. This is the week that we all been waiting for. Usyk Fury 2, okay? This is the countdown to what is going to probably be one of the best fights of the year. Hopefully, we've already got a major impressive installment of this fight. Okay, the first fight was dope, and let's see if we can get the same thing. Okay, same result, revenge or repeat. That's the question you have to ask yourself when you guys come in. Hit that like button. I'm finishing off a workout so we can get this doing. I have to multitask as I do my thing outside, and nothing strenuous. Had a work week last week. Got a good workout in last week. Stuart, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Stuart in the building, people. The first on the chat. The pioneer on the chat of the countdown. It is going down. Usyk and Tyson Fury. But, nah, man. Just get me a nice little workout in, man. Beautiful day today. Louisiana weather. It's bipolar. That's what makes it good sometimes. Because it's sometimey, right? Let's talk boxing. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's talk boxing. Shout out from Derby, England. Fury to get his revenge win on points. Look, that's a bold statement. Points, I don't see him outpointing Usyk. I just don't see it. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal, people. Based on what we know, what we've learned, what has been made very, very clear, how do you think a decision will go for Tyson the Gypsy King with no knockdowns? Because if you notice, Tyson went from, I got to knock him out there against me, to, hey, all I got to do is not get hurt or drop or get it counted out, and I may win on decision. So how do you go from they're against me to all I got to do is win a decision? You see what I mean? Maybe something's changed. Maybe something has been said. Maybe something's in place. We don't know. My bad, I should have said he will get a knockdown to help him. Well, that would help him legitimately win, legitimately. See, we're talking now, he went from they're against me based on how he lost because he blamed the Ukrainian war. Then he said, all I got to do is win on points. Which one is it? Either you can win on points or they're against you. Or they're against you or you can win on points. You can't have it both ways. You can't do that. Fury has to jab and not exchange. Mix it up and get Fury in trouble. Get Usyk in trouble. Well, he has to mix it up. I do agree with that. I think the boxing was bothering him. That flicking jab, you know what I mean? Because, believe it or not, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, because I got 4 more to put out today, bro. I'm not done. This is early day. I promised you guys, I'm going to do 50 videos this week. 4 live streams. We got 1 tomorrow. Then we got 1 Wednesday. Then we have the final press conference. Then we got the weigh-in. Then we got the major shebang at the end of the week. So it's going to be a busy week. 60 videos this week. 60. So Tyson Fury, he has to get in there. He has to mix it up. He has to be aggressive. But then here's the thing. What was Fury doing when he got chinned? He was throwing arm punches. That's what he was doing. He was throwing arm punch. And then come across, bow! Oh! Out of left stream. Actually, he got caught this way, right? Because Usyk hit this man. He leaned into that shot, bro. He hit him with a perfect shot. Have you seen the Fury Little video not long ago? He said he weighs 21 stones, and the last he was 17 stones 3. I haven't seen it. But Tyson, listen, Tyson's going to do that just to mix things up, just to get people talking, to get people buzzing, to get people doubting. That's Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury wants to be 21 stones, he'll be 21 stones. If he wants to be 17.3, he can be 17.3. I mean, that's Tyson. It's what he does in the ring. He can look like a fat slob. That's what he looked like when he fought Deontay Wilder and he beat him by decision, or he stayed in the first fight. Okay, he ain't gonna never look like a model. He's a boxer, not he ain't Tommy Fury. This is Tyson Fury. If that's so, that's 293 pounds. If he wants to come in 300 pounds, expect him to grab, maul, and weigh and lean, or try to do those things with Oleksandr Usyk. He's going to try to do those things. Not saying he will, because Usyk has a hell of a way of maneuvering away from those shots just based on his leg, his footwork, his mobile ability. This cat can, he can get out of those type of things, and he's stronger than you think. Just because you're small don't make you less strong. Remember that. And just because you big don't make you stronger. It just means you weigh more. There's a difference. Fury wasn't letting journalists in to see him training like he's trying to hide something. Good. DJ Anton, boom! Season's greetings from South Wales. Kurt, DJ Anton in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. South Wales in the building. Shout out to Joe Calzaki. Tell him tell the Italian dragon I said hello. South Wales in the building, people. South Wales in the building. Nice. Always a pleasure, DJ Anthony. It's crazy, man, how we can all come together. And I'm in a small town in Louisiana, right? Getting it in, right? And you guys all over the world. It's definitely a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It is a blessing. But listen, Quad Life, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Let me see if I have pin to live stream. Well, I guess they took off the what do you call it? I forgot what they call it now. Yeah, super chat alive. His gym is about 7 miles from here. Joe Calzaki's, you still see him much in there? There, my boy James Bash blessing me ever with that cash. Here's another blessing, Kurt. James Bash, thank you, brother. Peace and blessings, man. It's much needed and much appreciated. Or should I say much appreciated and much needed. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Stuart, Saturday is only 5 days away. It doesn't seem that long since the last one. It's not. Within 6 months, we got 2 fights. That's damn near impossible. Shout out to Turki Alalshikh for his punctuality, because all you got to do is throw that bread. That's all you have to do. When you do that, people do what they need to do. When you don't guarantee nothing and they don't see a set standard amount, people won't really go into action. People will talk about injuries. People will want rest. People will want to hang out with their families. They won't want to do too much. Why do you think those Al Haymon fighters didn't really fight as much as they did? They didn't really fight as much because they really wasn't as hungry based on the incentive. If someone tells you, hey, you have the potential to make $10 million and you fight your ass off, and then once you fight, you find out your check's not going to be there to 2 or 3 weeks. And then 2 or 3 weeks comes by, then, oh, hey, it's going to be about 4 or 5 months to get all the numbers in. You know what I mean? Then you start getting $20,000 checks and $10,000 checks. Bro, let me tell you something. $20,000 checks seem good to some regular normal blokes like us, sure. Because we're everyday working people, right? Most of us, right? We work for a living. So yeah, we would like to see a daily check of 10 grand or whatever, or a weekly check of 10 grand or 20 grand. But to a prize fighter that you said that you were going to give $5 million to, do you understand what kind of frustration and what that'll seem like? That's like someone saying, hey, bro, I'm going to give you $5,000 once you finish this job. Then you finish this job and this man comes with $500. How would you feel? Hey, man, I'm going to give you the rest. I'm going to give you a little bit next week. What? Bro, you will be absolutely livid if someone does that to you. That's what was going on over there. Compared to what's going on over here. Turki Alalshikh is, I'm giving you 5 million. You're getting 10 million. You're getting 20 million. You're getting 30 million. You're getting 150 million. You're getting 57 million. They're coming with those checks, bro. They ain't giving you a little smidgen of that, a shade, a slice of that. They're giving you the whole thing at one time. You're coming in with a check that you can look at and cry because you got it all at one time because you did the job and you did what you're supposed to do. Win, lose, or draw. That's what you get. Too early for a prediction, Kurt. I've already done the prediction, man. I've already done the prediction. The prediction is a long breakdown. It took about 15, 16 minutes. I want you to look at it. It is in the channel. I should have put the, matter of fact, I'm going to put it in the bio. I was in my state of Alabama. I was quad life. Yeah, man. I wanted to see a lot of people. I didn't know that many people follow the channel from Alabama. You know, Keith Slagle was up in there. Keith Slagle, I think he was in Birmingham, but he had to work. I don't know where you were. Jay Roos was in Georgia, so I seen him on the way out. He had to work, so I didn't think I was going to see anybody actually, because you know I had to work those 2 days, that Monday and that Tuesday, and I left that Wednesday around noon after I ate an Irish breakfast and hung out with me mates, you know, at the pub, and then shot out. You know, I only did like 2 stops. I did 3 stops. I did one to Buc-ee's where I got gas and I got a dope sandwich. They got some brisket sandwiches to die for. If you guys haven't heard of Buc-ee's, I did a live video on Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is it's off the chain. And I stopped there, and I stopped at Wendy's to get something. I went in there to get, because I was talking to my bestie, and I went in there to get something. I think some water or something, and ended up getting a Wendy's burger, and it was trash because I'm so accustomed to eating real burgers with real meat. And then I stopped at Whataburger. Brother wanted something to eat on the way back through because I was almost back in. I was in Louisiana by then. So, I hear Telly was down at the statue today with a tape measure and a chainsaw. Nah, man, she better not touch that statue. Somebody will put a hit on her. She does something that crazy. She was there. She was there with him when that statue was there. I don't know what type of problems they have, but she was supportive. My problem with Telly is that why did you stop being supportive and started becoming a victim once you found out he lost? See, he lost to Joseph Parker, but she was there, okay? See, all the stuff she talked about, what he did was a while back. So that you put your case about somebody at the same time you were there supporting him. So I'm thinking, what point do you stop supporting your baby daddy? What point do you supposed to stop? I don't like that. That was maybe that was strategic. Oh, he lost. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sign them papers on him. He gonna come back whoop on me. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Then you come with all these documents and said he shoved your face, he smothered you, he choked you, he forced himself on you, he did all this stuff to you, but you were still around. You know what I mean? It just shows you money talks and BS runs a marathon. I just think it's too convenient. That shouldn't have happened. My prediction, Barnhard Bernard. My predictions are Usyk beats Fury, Parker beats Dubois, Usyk beats Parker, triple undisputed 2025. I like to see the belts change because that shows you how high the competition is. It ain't just one man whooping everybody. See, we're so used to that perception that is really not true. See, I'm looking at Parker and I'm looking at Dubois. Dubois is on fire. He's young. He's strong. He's supposed to be impervious because he can take a couple right hands from Anthony Joshua. So he should shred right through Parker, especially Parker got beat by Anthony Joshua, but by decision and in a chess match, not a run over a bulldoze type of performance. No, it was a chess match. Okay? The WBO taking on the WBA. And the IBF, because by that time he had the WBA and the IBF. He had the the IBF first, then came the WBA with fighting Klitschko, then came the WBO fighting Joseph Parker. So, you know, we had those, that was a unification fight, all right? Kicked him while he was down, bless him. Yeah, I didn't like that. She should have waited at least, you know? She should have waited to see what type of temperament that he was in before she made us, because, listen, there was no fucking way. There was no way that she filed Monday and he got knocked out Saturday. There's no way he came back. Do you know how far Saudi Arabia is? Then all of a sudden Monday you filed on this man, and the question you ask yourself, would you have done that if that man would have won? And probably the defense would be, well, I don't know, because he comes back violent. Well, in that case, you need to get your baby daddy some help. Maybe he has some CTE going. That is a possibility. You know, if you have someone angry all the time, boxers, professional football players. Did I tell you the story about my ex from years ago? Those are going to be like Patreon stories, okay? Patreon stories that I'm going to have some fun with. Starting January 5th, I'm going to start a Patreon page. Okay, so you guys come aboard. You're going to love that, because it's going to be nothing like this. It's going to be raw, in your face, like it needs to be. Okay? Quad Life, where are you located in Alabama? But Alabama, you know, it's nice. I like Alabama. I had no problems going there and going back. Prayer works. However, I will say this. I do get nervous. It's like driving through Mississippi. I get nervous. Okay, I just do. Usyk needs to knock Fury out. Scorecards will be biased towards Fury. And 12. I really, you know what? I can't argue with that. Based on what Turkey said last night, yesterday, or whatever, that he said, you owe me a rabbit. He told Oleksandr Usyk, while they were both on live with him, he said, Usyk, we will be ready. So what does you mean we? He's including him and Tyson. That means he's biased towards Oleksandr Usyk. That means Oleksandr Usyk has to do probably what and 12 said, knock him out. He probably has to knock him out. But it's okay, because if that's what Oleksandr's intentions is, all he has to do is execute, and he's done it before. But here's the weird thing about that. I just don't want people to get the Andy Ruiz syndrome. The Andy Ruiz syndrome is simple. People, it's like this. Andy Ruiz, hold on a second. I hate when it does that. It automatically does that, and I don't get it. Okay. Andy Ruiz had in his mind, all I have to do is hit Anthony Joshua, the robot. He's stiff. I got to just catch him with the left hook. When I catch him, and he's going to go down. Montgomery, that's not all for 20, is it? That's like, ain't that all 55? Turkey fighters, he wants to win, keep losing. He ain't paying judges. You know what, though, St. Don? You can argue that, too. Now, I said that yesterday in the video. I said, well, he can't be too controlling of what happens versus favoritism. I just think he has his favorites, but I don't think he goes as far as pulling some slick shit and making fights like Oscar De La Hoya used to do happen the way he wants them to happen. Oh yeah, I called out Oscar De La Hoya. I think Oscar De La Hoya fights for Canelo. I think he did it in that Lara fight. I think he did it in the Mayweather Floyd Mayweather fight too. Had C.J. Ross scoring at 114. You think Oscar didn't have nothing to do with it? You think he wasn't protecting Canelo? Why do you think he's so pissed off at Canelo Alvarez right now? He's pissed off because he knows he did things that he can't even talk about. He did for Canelo to help him be and get where he's at to this day. That contract started with Oscar De La Hoya. It didn't start with Eddie Hearn. It started with Oscar De La Hoya signing that $365 million with the zone. It started because Oscar De La Hoya made it and concocted it and made that happen. That's what happened. He ain't doing that. Turkey ain't doing that. I think Tyson will knock the rabbit out this time. John and Zach, I think if that happens, it's a relief. I think if a knockout happens, it's a relief for anyone. Why? Because we don't have to worry about bias then. All we have to do is see what happened. The fate is in the hands. Someone did it by their own admission. They didn't do enough that they feel that the judges, they didn't do enough scoring shots, countering, all that. They didn't do all that. They knocked them out. That's what they did. Knocked them out, took them out, dropped them, stopped them. That's what they did. And in that case, people, in that case, that makes biased, corruption, fixed bullshit go away. Go away. That takes everything out of everything. Turkey wanted Bivol to win. No one could have argued if the judges gave Bivol the win. No, he's not behind it, which is a good thing. I think he steps back, but I think he has his own opinion, which is nothing wrong with that. Again, like I told you guys in my video, I've already said this. At least Turki Alalshikh is telling you how he feels and who he wants to win. So you can't get mad at him from having you can't play politician all the time. You know what I mean? People get tired of that. Turki Alalshikh is like, hey, Tyson Fury's my friend. And I think it's a deeper meaning behind it, obviously. You hear Tyson Fury say, inshallah. You know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum. Right? So, I stand with Palestine. Right? So, yeah, it's a lot more that I think that why they connect than just boxing ability. Canelo lost to Triple G in the first fight. Oscar saved Canelo's record. He sure did. Thunder's Productions. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. I expect Fury to put it on Usyk more this time, but I think Usyk will edge it on points. I don't want to see points. We saw points. We could have seen a knockout. We could have seen a stoppage, but I want to see a knockout. If Fury comes in heavier, how much does it affect the gas tank? I read Tyson is coming in at 21 stone to 290 stones. Well, I'm going to do some research on it to see if you guys, my few that inbox me some stuff that I can use, that I can do some research on. But I will do my own research to see how much he weighs, because that means something. Because if he comes in overweight, that big, that heavy, two things. One, he's coming to destroy, lean, and tire out Usyk. Two, he may gas out. Turkey's a jinx. I want Fury to win. Then he Luke Partridge is turned Muslim. Who's Luke Partridge? Bias for Buddha judge picks twin. Bias for fairy Buddha judge pick twin. Last bias for fairy Buddha judge pick twin last. I don't know what that means. Kurt, can you give us your impression of Turkey saying, Tyson, you owe me one rabbit, please? Let's talk boxing. Turkey. Tyson, you owe me one rabbit. One cooked rabbit. One rabbit you owe me in the kitchen. You owe me this. We have to get Usyk. Get Usyk on. Wait. Get Usyk. Ha ha, frick. Hey, freak, hello. We're coming for you. Got a feeling we'll win on points. It's on 65 going south. He said, Usyk, you freak. Usyk! Usyk, you freak. Usyk. It ain't Usyk. Usyk. Rene Padilla Jr. in the building. What's up, brother? Coming in with that love. Kurt, I want to see Akabarabuchi versus Lennox Lewis or Shannon the Cannon, or maybe Luis Ortiz. Why not? First of all, guys, appreciate the super chats. It means a lot. It's Christmas time. It's kind of tough. Checks in the mail, but you know how that is. That gives us hell bars. So thank you guys for the contributions. Appreciate you, brother. White rabbit. We want white rabbit for dinner. I don't eat pork, but I eat rabbit. I eat rabbit too. I like a little pork too, if you don't mind. What? Nothing. I didn't say nothing, Turkey. Black Turkey. What? Nothing. I recorded Fury's family. New rule. If Turkey wants you to win, don't take the fight. Yeah, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. St. Don, he's just saying that Bivol isn't a Muslim like Better Biev is. I don't know what Bivol is, man. I don't know about all the religion stuff. I know. See, the thing is, I think we've been desensitized towards religion over the last 50 years or 50 plus years, because we had Muhammad Ali that was a Muslim from the Nation of Islam. Then he later converted to a Sunni Muslim. And, you know, a lot of people don't remember this, though. The story of Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, that was somewhat of like a holy war. Simply based off the fact that Joe Frazier was a Christian, Muhammad Ali was a Muslim. So those guys were fighting for legitimacy. And Joe Frazier beat him the first fight. Say, Don, you're a prick. You vanished for weeks when your hero got battered. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. It is a hurtful thing when your fighter gets beat, man. You know what I mean? People are hurt. Did I tell you guys? I'm pretty sure I done it. I'm going to tell you again. When Anthony Joshua got his ass waxed in Madison Square Garden, you know, it wasn't the fact that he got beat. It was the fact that the opportunity for the fight that everybody wanted to see happen ain't gonna happen. You got this kind of, when I was at work while Ruiz was beating up on this tall, Adonis-built, muscular bloke, okay? And I felt that sickness in your stomach, like, you know, don't get me wrong. Tywin Booth, you know, he has his days and moments, but he said something very, very true. He was like, man, I seen Joshua get beat in it. I seen him get beat. I felt kind of sick in my stomach in it. I kind of felt sick in my stomach in it. He says everything twice. He says everything twice. I'm going to make stew out of you, rabbit, Tyson Fury voice. Those trailers are next level. The Saudis have done a good job with boxing. Yeah, they have. I mean, the way they're approaching it, I just wish, based on the money that they had, I think they should go better since they're putting the money into the production. They should push the advertisements more. I think they should spend that extra dollar to get those advertisements out there. I think it should be more in America. I think it should be more in the UK. I think it should be more in Canada. I think it should be more in Australia. I think it should be more, and especially in English-speaking countries, and the Ukraine as well, because the Ukraine, Russia as well, you know what I mean, to you know, kind of rev them up, you know. But I think they should push the promotions further. Okay, I think they should push them further, simply just based on the fact that, hey, you know, push them further, then more people will know about it. When they see those trailers, like, dude, what is this? Was this a movie? No, this is a boxing match. Yo, we got to see that. Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk for undisputed. Technically undisputed. Morally undisputed. Wonder if John Fury will pull anything silly. He's been quiet. That's good. Somebody probably told Big John to shut up. They probably told Big John Fury, hey man, shut your eye hole. Maybe it was Tyson. It had to be someone like that. Hey dad, I don't need you talking. This is my trainer. And you know what I mean? Maybe, you know, people ask, why is Javen Sugar Hill not being more vocal about how he feels about people that are distracting him? How does he respond to what John said? Be a man, bro. All that passiveness I don't like from John, from Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill is making you sound like you're sugar, right? Soft, sweet, you know? So that's what it sounded like. And maybe I know it comes off like the passive type, but it's still, maybe he's expecting Tyson to do it. I don't know. Mama Lou in the building, counterpunch to you. Say, Don, we are living in the UK and Ireland with the problem of this religion, okay? Anyone knows what happened to Tom? BG Boxing Gossip. Did you know him, Kurt? No, I didn't. I mean, what's been said about him? Hi, Kurt. What pay-per-view price point do you think is reasonable for this fight? $40, because it's already been set at $40. DeVille, you doubling for Danny Glover and Lethal Weapon franchise? What's going on with the old school mustache? Doing a show, bro. Doing a show. People hate it, bro. Hey, Kurt, you growing the mustache for a new role? Yes. Sugar Hill, like as long as I'm getting paid, John can say whatever. Yeah, but I don't like that, though, bro. You know, because it's a such thing. Certain things money can't buy, and that's dignity and respect. You know what I mean? You got to respect me, though. Because at some point, at some point, you got paid enough in your life to say, you know what? Listen. I don't care how much he's paying me. You're not going to talk like that. Then I would be like, listen. Now, people could look at that as pride and ego, but sometimes pride is necessary. Sometimes pride is necessary. Pride or respect, self-respect. You don't let somebody, if you want somebody to talk to you, see, that could end up being detrimental on down the line. He may go off on somebody else when he should have went off on John. He may get back home and go off on somebody like his wife or something, or his kids, when he should have handled that when the guy that needed to handle. Don't think Sugar got paid enough in his life yet. I don't think so either. Obviously. Because I would have been told John, yo, John, step off, bro. Keep your name out my mouth. I'll flap! You know what I mean? Because at some point you got to say, look, listen. You know, because he's quiet. Them quiet ones you got to watch out for. And we've seen Javen Sugar Hill go off on Tyson Fury before. He can do the same to John Fury. John be talking all that shit. You know? Let's just hope. Let's just hope that they're in on it. Let's just hope they're in on it. Like they know and they're trying to do that to stir up. I don't know. But something tells me that's not the case. Something tells me that John Fury don't like Javen Sugar Hill, and Javen Sugar Hill is not expressing or not showing any reason or any response to that. But nobody's going to sit there and say this over here that be in my face and, hey, how you doing, John? You know what I mean? I would corner his ass. Hey, listen, you know, I don't know what, look, do you guys think Javen Sugar Hill can whoop John Fury? Because Javen Sugar Hill, he's younger. Was he in his 50s? What, he's like 51, 52? He ain't too old. John's 60. How many paper bouts does AJ get in his career? I don't know. Because a lot of times, you know, people think they have these fighters in the bag, and these fighters come out swinging. John's always talked down to Tyson's. You know, maybe they're just thinking he's a crazy old man. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's just thinking that. But there's no way of knowing that. Turkey made the price 25 pounds for this fight. I thought he was going to keep it 20. St. Don, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm really very unapologetic for them low ass prices in the UK. I'm not in the UK. Okay? You guys getting it so good you don't understand how good you're getting it. I thought he's going to keep it 20 pounds. It's 25. Oh, good Lord in heaven. Let's have a cow. You guys are spoiled, bro. We over here paying $70, $100 to see Pac-Man versus Floyd Mayweather for $100. You guys would shit your pants if they had to pay $100. You guys would probably riot and flip over cars and throw rocks through windows and shit of small businesses and all types of stuff like that. You guys would rebel if it got that high. And we're over here getting ripped off and robbed while you guys are hollering about 5 pounds. No. Absolutely not. Love you guys. But you guys have it great over there. Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. But yeah, man, definitely. You have to understand. You got it bad over here. You got to understand how good you have it. Let's flip for a year and see how boxing goes. Nobody will be watching boxing. Everybody be at the pub. If you had to pay whatever we pay in the UK for fuel, you think different. Well, I'm not talking about fuel, bro. I'm talking about fights. So you're bringing up another issue. See, that's not fair. We're talking about fighting. We're not talking about fuel. You know, well, we all this other stuff. We all got bills. You think gas is low over here? It's different. To be fair, it's different places in the United States. You guys probably got a standard. It's all money in the pocket. Absolutely. Stuart, absolutely. It's all money that you got to fork out. That's why people here, they're like, hey, man, you want to come see the fight? Hey, man, you got $5, $10 on the fight? Because I just spent 70. You know what I'm saying? $69.99, $89.99, $59.99. We're paying that, bro. If you want to see a fight over here, Kurt, who you got for Saturday night? Depends on Victorious. Kurt, is T.O. and Boots going to fight? Nope. I don't think they're going to fight. You can't say I want a fight to happen. I don't think he's going to fight, though. Let's see what happens. And if Jerron is a big duck like they think he is, he's not going to take it anyway. I think this version of Fury going to be difficult to beat Saturday night. What do you think? I hope so. We don't want Usyk to go in there and batter him. I mean, what would be the point of that? That would kind of be a waste of opportunity for Tyson Fury if he came in there and just got destroyed by Oleksandr Usyk. I mean, would I be impressed? Sure. But then, you know, you look at it on both ends, on both sides. You're like, well, damn, Tyson, who'd you think you was going to fight in there? Deontay Wilder? If you knew that this guy almost knocked you out the first time and you allowed this guy to get close to you to do the same things that he did in the first fight, you need your ass whooped. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's supposed to be a war. Exactly, Renee. It's supposed to be a war. It don't supposed to be somebody beating the hell out of nobody. I don't really like to see that kind of fight anyway. Because it looks like someone's bullying the other person. It looks like a bully beating up someone. I don't like bullies. I hate bullies. You know? St. Don, so did you watch the football yesterday? At least the manager has got the sack. So, listen, the countdown will be massive. This is the week. I wish the best for both fighters. You know, let's talk about Alexander Usyk for a minute. And he's talking about he's sick of boxing. Question: what does that do to his overall mindset? What does that do to him mentally? If he told people, man, I'm getting a bit sick of boxing, right? I enjoyed Wilder getting his ass kicked in the third fight because of Wilder's treatment of Breland. Well, Wilder needed his ass whooped anyway. I think, honestly, secretly, I think Wilder got humbled by that fight. He just didn't want to admit it. You know what I mean? He had to keep that lie strong. I think he secretly got humbled. If you notice, after that fight, he wasn't as angry no more. He got his ass whooped. See, they examined them gloves. They chopped about 6 of them in two to see what the fuck was inside of them. Those were the gloves that Tyson Fury had to choose choice over. So they went in those gloves and chopped them up the middle. And they were like, okay, well, what's the problem with them? Let's look at the gloves that you're claiming that were tampered with. What's going on with these gloves? Let's see. Let's see these gloves. And see, the only problem with Wilder was the floppy ass glove that they had that's supposed to have something in it or whatever the case is. The problem is that didn't bother Wilder. He never claimed to be bothered. In fact, he said that the punches didn't even hurt him. So that's hard to convince someone that he had something in those gloves that you already claimed that couldn't hurt you because he couldn't hit worth a shit. If he had something in those gloves in the first fight that resembled something like an object that would help him do damage to someone's face by cheating, that means you would have brought that shit up then. You didn't. We've went over this shit years ago. But I think Deontay Wilder is good because he got his ass whooped by Tyson Fury. And I think, well, as much as he hates it, it's the truth. Tyson went in there and whooped Deontay Wilder because he was better than Deontay Wilder. Not because he cheated him, because I'm not saying that he's never cheated in his life. I'm just saying, not because he cheated him, not because someone did him wrong, not because of his trainer, not because of spiked water, not because of all these excuses. He got beat by Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury was the better fighter and is the better fighter out of those 3 times that they fought. Counterpunch. That's all that means. And I think he's secretly humbled. Peace and blessings. He's secretly humbled off that, bro. But back to Usyk. Usyk, what does that do to his mindset if he's a bit sick of boxing? Kurt, what do you think about Wilder fighting Vlad? I think it could happen. I think both fighters got to be careful. Egg weights. I remember that. Man. Egg weights. Egg weights. Hey, I remember, man. Egg weight form. Yeah. Egg weight form. Your king is here. Your king is here. I'll be ready to fight to the death. Fight to the death. Man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You think Wilder's ex was like, that's why you got your ass beat by you know what? If she said that, that's below the belt, but guess what? Women do that. A lot of times, relationships bring the worst out of people. And I know she got a mouth on her, bro. She ain't, listen, tell you ain't sitting here fooling nobody but what she's doing. Listen, you know why I know she has a mouthpiece on her? Like she can pop off, like she can run her mouth. Do you know why? Let me prove it to you. That victimized, oh my God, I was victim for years by Deontay the Devil Wilder. Let me tell you something. I know she got a mouthpiece on her. Let me prove it to you. You guys want to hear it? Here it go. You remember when Tyson, his brother Shane, and they were on stage before the third fight, and she was down there in the crowd? Remember she was saying, you F mother, you fat MFer, you fat MFer. Remember that? I'm talking to you, you fat MFer. You, you the fat, you the fat bitch. You the. I mean, she was popping off, and you thinking like, wow. You know what I mean, wow. Yeah. So no, she got a mouth on it. That's evidence. So if she's saying about somebody that she don't live with, imagine somebody she got an issue with that she does, that she knows. Yeah, she was loud. She was acting all out. She can get unglued too. She acts like she don't ain't the only one, or she acts like she doesn't have an attitude or can't get an attitude. She had one that day. You think she won't have it another day? You think she ain't went toe to toe and got in Wilder's face and he probably picked her up and face slammed her? That probably happened. You don't deal with nobody like that. And if he does have CTE, oh, you're in trouble. Because you're dealing with somebody with brain damage due to punishment that he's taken over the last 12, 13 years with all that whack defense he got. So you think a guy with whack defense, this is his defense. That's his defense. You think he hasn't taken punishment since then? Somebody with brain damage like that will jack you up. Bury you, bro. She one of them with a filthy mouth. Well, yeah, she was a filthy mouth that day. And if she can do it that day, the point I'm making is, if she can do it that day, she can do it another day. If she can do it that day, she can do it another day. Counter punch. Look. You know, it's probably you know, listen. Women will do things to you in your sleep. Matter of fact, I was at the store and ran into an old coworker. She said she beats her husband up when he drunk. When he comes in drunk, she get on top of him. He wakes up, oh, my head. Yeah. A lot of women do that. Beat them when they drunk. Now that's malicious. You know she looks down her nose at strangers. Please, Usyk, end the lanky fraud, end Tyson Fury once and for all. If Fury continues, let Fury get destroyed by Joshua for the second time. Second best of this era. Telly Givens had no one in the Fury group, in the Fury camp, to oppose her. If Paris had a confrontational personality, she wouldn't have been as brazen. Fury, the massive ducker, inshallah, will be defeated. Wow. Tony Lyons, hey Kurt, what's happening with that Miller thing? Man, I've reached out to them last night. She said they're still waiting. I don't know what Miller's doing. If Miller's not training, I think Miller should be available for interviews. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, because that's the publicist. I don't know. Now, this is what I do counter with. Maybe, just maybe, that you guys know how, what's his name, Otto Weiland didn't really say much about what's the promoter, what's his name, Dimitri Salita. Maybe Miller was just blowing off steam, and now maybe Miller can't say anything. Maybe that's what's happening with Miller. I'm not sure. So Miller could be, they could have gave Miller a gag order. You know what I'm saying? So if they gave him a gag order, it's probably one of those things where you can't talk. If you talk, you get sued. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. Walling had more to say, but he bit his tongue. Yeah, he said it wasn't pleasant. That's all he really could say. He didn't say why. He didn't say what happened. He didn't say, statistics or any of that. Characteristics, no. Examples, no. Miller's on the seafood diet. He sees it, he eats it. Dark Slagle. Darth. I've spent a lot of time in Northport at Sky Gym. Seen her there multiple times, and 3 different times getting in shouting fights with people there. She definitely a chick to stir shit up. Darth Sagal, you talking about Wilder's gym? Because if that's the case, yeah, you know, like, listen, Wilder, I don't think Wilder's the type of person that needs conflict, because I think he does. You think him doing all that bomb squad and yelling and screaming, you think a guy like that won't knock your face off? And then see the thing, and that's another thing. If Wilder cocked back and even slapped her, gave her one of those power slaps, do you think for a second she would be around? Bro, that's all she would need. Listen, here's the thing. Let's put it this way. If she wasn't lying, there should be more. There should be a lot more that she had in her defense. You know what I mean? I know she's very light-skinned because her mom's Asian. Her dad's African-American. But she's fair-skinned. That being said, there should be more. If Wilder hit her, there should be some kind of mark made from Wilder, with, especially, he probably gonna hit her with the right if he was gonna hit her, or maybe he's gonna backhand her or something like that. You know, the man probably wears rings and stuff. You know, she swells. She probably, you know, someone like that is well pampered, well taken care of, well groomed. So you smack somebody like that, it's going to show like day. Because it's gonna be something, you know, she got very clear, clean, pretty skin. You hit someone like that, it's gonna mark up. You think she ain't gonna take? You think she won't take that for evidence on down the road? Come on, bro. That woman is not dumb. Why you think that she instinctively, as soon as they were open, filed that restraining order against him? He just got knocked out Saturday. Crazy. Fury will never fight AJ. I've said this for years. It will never happen because it's too much of a risk, and because of all the shit things Fury said over the years about AJ, it won't look good getting beat. Well, if he got beat by AJ, it shows a lot about what people should think and what people should and should not believe. See, if Tyson beats Usyk, then somehow fights Joshua and gets beat, what does that mean? Styles make fights, triangle theories don't work. You ain't gonna have one man that beats everybody. It's not gonna work that way. It don't supposed to. It's supposed to work on style, height, training, precision, timing. Those things are very relevant when it comes down to fighting someone new. You're fighting someone new. That's a new challenge and a new day for a new way and a new outcome. Everything you've done means nothing in that fight. You get chinned when someone that hurts you, that's how it is. That's why I won't be surprised if Joseph Parker attacks Dubois and whoop Dubois. Why? Dubois may be coming in too confident. Yeah, I said it. He may be coming in too confident, too cocky, too headstrong, right? Too much sex. Think about it. I've come to Brazil and my legs are shaking. So, yeah, your legs are shaking? Yeah, that means you've been busting too many. You've been rubbing too many off, bud. Then you go in there with Parker. Parker probably was strained from his wife and his 4 girls. I feel strong. I haven't had sex in 4 months. Now I'm about to break my wife's back. I'm going to break her hips when I get back. I'm going to attack balls. You know? Kurt, what do you think about Joseph Parker potentially being a 2-time champion? I think it could happen. See, Joseph Parker, they slept. People gonna stop sleeping on Joseph Parker. He ain't lost a fight since 2023, and he's fought 5 times. Y'all better stop sleeping keep sleeping on Parker and see what you get. And listen, remember, you heard it here first. And the first thing, when you see Dubois either outpointed, outworked, caught with shots he don't see because he's gung-ho, don't say I didn't say so. Yeah, Dubois should win. That don't mean he will. Yeah. Parker tangled with Zhang. I would like to, Darth. I would like to see that too. I would like to see Parker versus Usyk too. That would be a good fight, and because it's a different fight. It ain't no big tall dude that's slower, bigger, you know, run out of gas. No, this is Parker we're talking about. He'll be in there with someone that is a little bit smaller than him. Or Usyk will be in there with someone that's a little bit bigger than him. Who should Usyk fight if he does beat Fury again? The winner of Dubois versus Parker. That's how it should be, but I don't think that's the case. In fact, if Tyson Fury beats Usyk, I don't think that Frank Warren is ready to make a fight with Tyson Fury and Dubois. He looks at it like he's going to look at it and gauge that the same way Shelly Finkel had when he was managing Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. See, when he was managing both of those guys, he didn't want them to fight each other because why would I want that? I got all the champions. I got Vladimir Klitschko. He's a champ. Tyson Fury fell off and got drunk and high, so nobody's heard of him. And then Vlad is going to get his WBA mandatory. That's how he ended up fighting Anthony Joshua for it at Wembley, breaking another damn record. The Brazilian cat tearing Triple D up. I would say that it would affect his speech, but Triple D's speech was already effed up. I just want to drop that tree down. AJ is still the best. You still have Usyk beating Fury. Why wouldn't I? We've already seen it. We've seen that he's supposed to stop them. We've seen that he beat him on points. We've seen that he can hurt him. What else do we need to see? Unless he gets old overnight or something's wrong or he's injured or he's damaged. And you know what I'm saying? Something like that we don't know about. And if that's the case, I don't see Usyk doing that. I see if Usyk was injured, he's going to pull out of that fight. Because why make a false representation of yourself to fight any man? I don't give a damn about the money. He got enough money now. That dude's a millionaire. You think he's worried about another payday? He had them 2 damn AJ fights. The Dubois fight, he made $8 million. He made $57 million in the last fight with Tyson. That man got probably about $80 million in the bank. You think he's worried about money? You think Usyk's worried about money? He's worried more about performance and how he does because he's fighting more for himself. He's fighting for his country. Anyway, yeah, I think he does. How can you still say AJ is the best? Have you been living under a rock? No, Warren absolutely won't make Triple D versus Fury or Fury versus Parker. Yeah, so, you know, it depends on what happens. See, February is a long time away, too. Kurt, if Parker beats Triple D, who do you think Parker will want to fight next? I want to see if you say the same name I've got. Probably Anthony Joshua. He'll probably fight Joshua because he wants the revenge of Joshua, which makes sense. He is calling out Tyson Fury, though. He's calling out Tyson Fury. He's saying, I want to fight the best, and if Tyson wins, I want to fight the best. And I think he would be the best, so I want to fight the best, friend or not. Hey, which I can respect that. Because, he used to talk like he would never do it. That's so, oh, no, I would never do that, I'm better than that. He ain't talking that shit now, is he? Nope. He's talking about, I want to fight Tyson Fury if Fury beats him. So I like it. I like it. I like the whole idea. I like the mindset of Parker. Parker's back, baby. Spidey's back in the building. Spidey's back in the building, baby. So I like that fight. Usyk versus Parker. And listen, I'm going to tell you something. If Parker beats Dubois, don't call it an upset either. Just like LL Cool J said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, right? Don't call it that. Because it won't be. It won't be at all. See, Parker's been there. Dubois just got there. Think about that. Parker's been a WBO champion when Dubois was. Parker's older. Parker's what, 32? Dubois, what, 27? Right? He's been there. Usyk is worth now 120 million. Yep. But this fight, he's making 120 million. Or is it 150? No, it's 150 million. Fury seems different in his last interview. Very quiet, and I think he will try to take Usyk very early this time. But I worry that this will leave Fury getting caught with those fast counters. Well, I can tell you this. You can burn yourself out trying to do something too fast, too quick. And if it doesn't work, your plan B better be as good as your plan A, because if it's not, he's going to take him out. And Usyk's going to pick him apart. And if he gasses out, if Fury gasses, he may quit. If he gasses, he may quit. If Parker wins, we'll call for AJ. Yeah. I already speak, but he knows where the money is. And they're going to jump for that opportunity because they know that's a fight they can make. And it's a fight that AJ could win. And he could win big. See, if AJ fights Parker and he can get a knockout like he did Joe Joyce, like Joe Joyce knocked him out, he'll be back on top without fighting Usyk again, without fighting Dubois again, or without fighting Usyk, Dubois, or Tyson. He's fighting Joseph Parker, somebody he's already fought. What does it do to his resume? Nothing, because he's already fought him before. But if he wins, he could be a three-time champion. Would it be that significant? No, not. Is it strategic? Sure. Is it smart? Yeah, I guess so. But is it impressive to me? Hell no. I mean, that's no different than Tyson Fury fighting Derek Chisora and Wilder a third time or again. I don't care for rematches no more. This is the only rematch I care for because it's contractual, because without this fight, there wouldn't have been a first fight because they had to sign a rematch clause in order to fight for the first time. You guys got to remember that. That's why I'm giving it a pass. But, I mean, it was entertaining, so sure, let's hope to see it. But what if it's a whack fight? Which I don't hope. Hold on. I don't hope that. But I'm just saying. Usyk's the wealthiest, honest person from the Ukraine. I picked Parker to beat Dubois. Mr. Zwain in the building. Member in the building. I don't really like Fury, but he don't gas, and I feel Fury will take this win. Cool. Reason why Parker picks AJ is because Fury will not fight him, and AJ is the money man, and Parker wants that money. He wants another baby, because he's going to get more fighting Joshua than fighting the champion Dubois. It's a better version of Joseph Parker, to be fair. We'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens in that fight in February the 22nd. But most importantly, the countdown is here. This is volume 1 with Usyk Fury 2. You guys stay tuned for tomorrow for volume 2, as we'll be doing the same thing, covering, talking, speaking the potential fight, giving our predictions, sharing our thoughts in the trenches. You guys have a great Monday. Of course, please subscribe. And everyone on the chat has been counterpunched. Peace. Personal Gaming in the building. Purple Gaming.